Do you know those moments where you may feel a little bit more forceful than you want to? Perhaps speaking a little louder because you're feeling a bit angry, or perhaps having a reaction is a bit bigger than it should have been or required. For instance, if I'm very upset with my husband, I will raise my pitch. I'll speak louder. I don't say bad words and I don't become physical, but I speak louder, very louder, very loud. And I don't like that. That energy doesn't feel good for me, doesn't feel good for him either. Now, having said this, if you are unsafe, do speak to your doctor so that they can help you and help those around you and even the person that you may feel unsafe from. If this is just a little, things are getting on your nerves, small little things, very small things, and you're having a big reaction to small things that are not dangerous, it's not life-threatening, just little things getting on your nerves, and you feel that your reaction is getting a bit bigger. And I realize that often is because we don't feel heard, we don't feel supported, because we keep on repeating the same thing and asking the same thing, and the other person it's not intentionally doing it to ignore, but it's just not realizing how important that is. Okay, so with that in mind, sometimes we may feel a little guilty for having expressed in such an aggressive manner rather than being assertive, rather than asking for what we need in a calm, relaxed manner. But it's just a repetition. You ask once calmly and lovingly, and you ask twice, and you ask 3 times, and you ask 4 times, and after a while you just feel, how many times do I need to ask? This is important, don't you get it? And you start getting more frustrated, and then louder and louder and louder. If you was heard the first time, you would have been sorted, because it's not heard the first, the second, the third, the fourth, the fifth. After a while you just explode. Okay. The opposite can also be true. You say nothing, 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 and then you sort of explode. Okay. So keeping quiet and then exploding is no good, and then exploding, and then exploding even louder is no good either. Anyway, hopefully you are safe, and if you feel unsafe, physically unsafe, okay, if you are being subject to physical or verbal abuse, speak to your doctor so that they can support you and can support those around you, and also anybody else, perhaps the person that is behaving in a way that is not helpful or safe. Okay, so speak with your doctor if you think that is too much and is putting your health and your mentally and physically at risk. Speak to your doctor so they can guide you, support you, and encourage you to the right places. Now, if it's just little things that you're annoyed and frustrated and angry, but no one is unsafe, no one is at risk, okay, sometimes just spending a little time with ourselves and forgiving ourselves can be a little helpful before we can forgive others. So look in the mirror when you're very angry. Okay, you're speaking to the other person, you're very angry with the other person, and you've thrown everything out there and you've said everything. Perhaps the message is valid, just the delivery is the wrong way. You are being a little aggressive the way you're delivering, but the message is still valid. But then you feel bad about it because you feel guilty for having expressed yourself in an aggressive manner rather than an assertive manner, a caring, loving, compassionate manner. So then it's hard to sort of forgive the other person because you haven't forgiven yourself. I have tried this, okay, and I feel that little relief. You look yourself in the mirror and first of all, you're not going to like yourself at all because you get this energy that is heavy, from your face, from your eyes, doesn't feel good. So when you are feeling calm, relaxed, loving, appreciating, playful, you look in the mirror and you're saying, oh, I like to see myself. And it feels good. But when you're upset and you look in the mirror, it feels horrible. And if you're trying to make eye contact with yourself, to see yourself, it feels horrible, and you just avoid all mirrors because it makes you feel like you're this horrible person, this ugly person, this monster thing. And I'm not even talking that, you're not even saying that you've committed something big and bad. Just simply, I told you many times not to do this. Just a simple reminder in a more aggressive manner. Or I've asked you many times to please do this, and you're not listening. Why are you not listening? And just simple things like that. Okay, no one is in danger. Just tiny little things that happens in relationships, in a relationship. So look in the mirror, look yourself in the mirror, and instead of just trying to make peace with what is, you can also make peace with what is, but if it's too much, too intense, and you can't bear looking yourself in the mirror, because you find it too scary, okay, just go with a compassionate look and look yourself and just go. You'll be serious, okay, you won't be feeling any love, you won't be feeling like laughing and smiling, but just say, I can see that you are feeling very angry. You are feeling very frustrated. You are feeling very sad. You are feeling very unsupported. You are feeling unloved. You are feeling guilty. And just those words, just the acknowledging of your feelings, and you may want to add to it, just brings a subtle peace to your being, because you're acknowledging you're being validated for your feelings. And then just notice the transformation in the mirror. So, I'm sorry, I can tell that you are feeling angry, frustrated, sad, upset, guilty, feeling unsupported, unloved. I am sorry that you are feeling this way. And you can even apologize to yourself. I am sorry. And then go a little further to, please forgive me. And that forgiveness, asking permission to forgive yourself, is sort of giving yourself permission to forgive yourself for your behavior that may be a little bit bigger than have been necessary. And also perhaps you may feel guilty that you're asking for this support, and you might not feel that you deserve that support. You may feel that it comes from a place of need, but we all have a need to be supported and validated and loved. And yes, it should come from our heart, and we shouldn't expect it to come from others. But it's okay in a relationship. It's okay to ask, I'd like you to support me a little bit, as far as you can, just a little bit, just tiny bit, tiny bit. I think it's okay. You shouldn't depend constantly on the need of others, because they can't fill you up every single time. It should come from you, from your connection, from your heart. But sometimes, can I have a bit of TLC? Or I'm not feeling supported, I'm not feeling loved. Can I just have a little attention, tiny bit? Can you just sit with me for a minute or two until I feel a bit better? So, you're going to thank yourself when you look in the mirror. Thank you. And you're going to tell yourself that you love yourself. I love you. And you're going to thank yourself. Thank you. So you have given yourself permission to acknowledge the feelings, the emotions, everything that is at the front. What's at the front, and it's obvious, is that you're angry and frustrated. And what's at the back behind that anger is your perhaps sadness, feeling guilty, feeling unsupported and loved. Okay, so you've got clear emotions and hidden emotions, and you're acknowledging and bringing them to surface, and you are making peace with it. You're acknowledging, making peace, to accepting. You're forgiving yourself. You're telling yourself that you love yourself. And then when you feel that one layer has been unpeeled, you will feel a little bit better. And then you can sort of be ready for the next layer, which is to forgive others. Okay? Your partner, your kids. Okay, I forgive you for not being perfect. I forgive myself for not being perfect. And going to acceptance. It's okay. It's not good. It's not bad. It is what it is. So you moved another layer from that heaviness in your body and mind and face. And you're making your heart a little lighter. Little lighter. Little lighter. And you can also go into acknowledging that others are doing the best they can. I know you are doing the best you can. I know there are moments where you support me. I know you've got your own suffering. I know you've got your strength and limitations. And I make peace with that. And then you can go further to remove another layer, which is the layer of humanity, where we are all humans. No one is perfect. We get it wrong sometimes. We're driven by our own needs, but we forget to see the needs of others. And just remove that layer. We're all suffering. Well, not constantly suffering, but there is a degree of suffering in our days and lives. So it's just acknowledging that challenges are part of a relationship, part of life. As I said, if you are unsafe physically and mentally, speak to your doctor so that you and others can be supported, including the person that may not be acting in safe ways towards you. If just little things, then you can just learn to forgive, forget, let go. Then when you feel a little lighter in your heart, then you can see if you can identify what is it that you need. What is your need? What is it I need? And see if you can identify. And see if you can give that to yourself. Well, you can't expect others to give everything to us, because one, it's not possible. Two, they're not always connected. So what is that you can leave to yourself? And then you give that to yourself. Is it love? Is it attention? Is it support? And then just decide that you're going to be looking for moments in your life where you felt supported, for instance, from that person. And so you were a bit more aware of the times where you received support, where you've just didn't even notice, paid attention, or appreciated, or realized. And so you can put perspectives are more imbalanced. It's not just in this instance that the person supports. The person supports you in many ways. Sometimes it's through actions, sometimes it's through their words, sometimes it's through their love. So notice when the person is supporting you and appreciate that. And you will notice your heart will get a little lighter, a bit more soothed. Then breathe in to your heart, belly. And exhale slowly, fully. Breathe into your heart, belly. And exhale with a then you decide to leave yourself and not take yourself too serious, not take others too serious, not take circumstances too serious. Just laugh at yourself and others in the circumstance. Here we go again. Well, it's not to say that we should dismiss what's important to us. Okay, because if you dismiss it, you will come up bigger, stronger, bigger, stronger, bigger, stronger. If it's really important, you will come up each time bigger and stronger. and it'll be like this explosive machine, and doesn't feel good. So your body will tell you. Okay, so there's no point in you ignoring and pretending that it's not there. But equally, you can bring yourself to calm, and then you can express yourself on an assertive manner. Express your needs and see if you can find a solution. What can you give yourself? What can the other person do for you? What can you do for the other person? So both of you can feel supported. By expressing your needs and expressing why you need it, then the person will understand you a little further, and then won't see that as a way of controlling, but perhaps there's will clear misunderstandings. Often it's just a misunderstanding, and equally will solve and come up perhaps with another solution that both of you can benefit. So look in the mirror, acknowledge your feelings, everything, the good and the bad, the obvious and the unobvious. Forgive yourself, tell yourself that you love, and thank yourself for that moment. Forgive yourself and others. Give yourself a big, warm, comforting hug. Love, compassionate, ease. Breathe. Sigh out. Breathe. Smile and laugh. And let yourself off the hook, and others too. Bye for now. May you feel supported and loved. And when you don't, just be comfortable sharing that with those that matter. Don't expect anything in return, because no one owes you anything. Okay? No one owes you anything. No one has to support you, but why not support one another? It just feels a little better. You support your partner supports you, then both of you can grow together in a more caring, loving, compassionate, patient manner. Bye for now. Good luck with your journey. Peace and strength and ease, and breathe. Bye bye.